So many of you guys probably already know this about me, but I am obsessed with Animal Crossing, and I have had a long time obsession with wanting to look like my Animal Crossing villager because she's adorable. And I have finally found the perfect sunglasses to do so. Now, if only I had a pink wig, then I would be set for life. But you guys didn't come here to talk about Animal Crossing and dorky things. You came here for the new makeup releases, and as we always do, we have so many to cover that my head could explode. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. So let's go ahead and kick this party off here with Hourglass, and they are coming out with their Lunar New Year 2019 collection. This will be available on January 8th, and it looks like there's a few different items, but only one of them really stuck out to me. There's a few different lip products, but I don't know about you, but I'm not really interested in lip products from Hourglass. I'm more interested in their blushes and their face products and whatnot, but they are coming out with a brand new blush, which is called the Vivid Flush Blush. And this new blush will be retailing for $38, which is their standard normal blush price. This looks really, really promising. This looks super pretty, actually. I really like the tone of this blush. It's like a salmon-y kind of mauve-y pink that has a bit of a warm undertone to it. I think it looks beautiful. Now, do I need any more blushes? Absolutely freaking not. I have so many, and I just keep adding to the collection of blushes, even though I tell myself, do not buy any more, use up what you have. Literally, like, how many blushes can one person go through? Because I have too many. And it keeps growing. Recently, I got not one of the Natasha Denona giant blush and highlight palettes, but both of them, and both of the minis. I'm insane. I'm an insane blush hoarder. But I always want to expand my blush collection for some strange, deep-rooted issue reason. I don't know why. So this looks absolutely beautiful to me. Am I gonna purchase it? I might. I'm gonna try to not. I'm gonna try to like restrain myself and be like, bitch, use what you have. But I try to do that all the time, and it doesn't work so well. Now, as far as the color of this blush goes, I think it's really beautiful. I think this is gonna work for a lot of skin tones because it is that kind of mid-toned mauve pink blush that's swirled in with some warm salmon pink. I think that that's actually gonna fit light skin, fair skin, medium skin, deep skin. I think that this could even work for deep dark skin, so I kind of see this as an almost universal blush. I mean, nothing is ever 100% universal. I can speak. But I do think that this would work nicely for a lot of people. So I appreciate them coming out with a color that's supposed to represent the new year that's pretty much as inclusive as they can be for releasing one shade of blush, because I think this is gonna work for a lot of people. I think it's beautiful. I want it, but I need to use up what I have because I am just collecting and collecting and collecting just for the sake of collecting blush, just to stare at it and to use one or two times until I buy a new one next week. It's borderline problematic, and we're not quite to the point of full-on hoarding yet, but we're getting there, so I gotta scale back a little bit. This next one, this next one. Urban Decay has announced that they're releasing a new Naked Reloaded palette, which will be coming soon. We don't really have any details about it yet, when it's gonna be here, how much it's gonna be. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be like $50, $52, $48, somewhere in that price range, just because I think that most of Urban Decay's palettes are there. I haven't bought an Urban Decay palette. Oh my god. I think that the last time that I bought an Urban Decay palette was their original Naked. Yeah, I think that I've only bought one actual Urban Decay palette. And it was the OG Naked palette. And Urban Decay is a brand that I feel like I should love because their aesthetic is pretty interesting and they have some fun colors. But for some reason, I have no desire, even in the slightest, to buy things from them. And I'm kind of rabbit trailing here, but yeah, I haven't bought a Naked palette in a very long time, and I obviously bought the original one, and recently they announced that they were getting rid of the original one, which a lot of people were really upset over because, you know, it's a nostalgia thing. We all had that back in like 2011. But I guess this is their way of making up for getting rid of the old palette. You know, they're replacing it with a new and better, new and improved Naked Reloaded palette. But when you really look at this palette, what does this palette look like to you? Because to me, this looks like an exact, like almost exact replica of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. You know, that could be tea, that could not be tea. Let's just go ahead and say the facts and leave it as is. But to me, this looks almost exactly the same. And it's making me a little bit uncomfortable. I'm sure that they had the idea of bringing it back as like a new and improved one. And I'm not sure if this is just a coincidence or maybe if they both knew about the color schemes and maybe they were okay with it, you know, Anastasia and Urban Decay. I don't really know, but yeah, this looks exactly the same to me. It's like kind of weirding me out, to be honest, but I'm not going to be buying this because I don't really need any of these shades. They look pretty, but I think that the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette looks prettier. I'm sorry. So next up on the new makeup release list, MAC is coming out with some MAC and Monochrome collections, and these will be available on January 10th. I do not know how much these are going to cost. I looked around a few places and I just saw people fighting with each other in Chenmood's comment section. Like, someone asked, how much are these going to be? And then when I dropped down to look at everything, to look at the responses, it was all just people fighting. So I was like, bye. But nonetheless, MAC is coming out with 6 different little mini collections that are all monochromatic colors. And then I believe they're all based off of different lipsticks that MAC has come out with. MAC is super well known for their lipsticks, obviously. They have some really iconic shades and they wanted to basically capitalize on that and make little collections together of them. But the different collections that they put together are based off of the lipsticks Ruby Woo, Velvet Teddy, Sea Sheer, Heroine, Diva, and Candy Yum Yum. Now, the one that obviously appeals to me the most is Candy Yum Yum. I don't think I have to really explain why. It's beautiful, it's pink, it's full of bright, hot fuchsia pink. This is what I love. I love shades like this. I love that there's a lot of eye products in here, and I love this undertone of pink. It's like a cool toned neon hot magenta pink, which I think is really beautiful. And Candy Yum Yum is a very, very popular lipstick, especially back in the day here on YouTube. I feel like everyone was using that. Nowadays, not so much, but back in the day, Candy Yum Yum was in everyone's collection. I never owned it though, but nonetheless, it's a beautiful magenta hot pink. But it looks like the collections are going to have a lipstick and a lip gloss in them that are going to be based off of the shade that you decide to go with, a blush that is similar toned to the lipstick, 2 different types of eyeshadows, I believe a shimmer or a metallic and a matte that are going to be really similar to the tone of lipstick that you get, and a corresponding glitter or pigment that will also go along with the lipstick. I personally think that these kits are awesome. I really like that they're doing the whole monochromatic thing. I like that you get different textures and different variations of basically the same color. I love monochromatic looks. I'm not always wearing them, but my favorite type of look to do is an all hot pink monochromatic eye look or an all kind of lilac-y, pinky purple type of monochromatic eye look. So I'm used to pairing together really similar shades that are of different tones to be able to still achieve that depth that you want in an eye look, but still be able to stick with one color. I think that looks like that are beautiful. I think they suit me personally really well. So I really like these kits, and I think I'm gonna end up picking up Candy Yum Yum because although I'm not crazy about the actual shade itself as a lipstick and as a lip gloss, I think that the eye products and the blush are so beautiful. I also really like Velvet Teddy. I have 2 tubes of Velvet Teddy lipstick. It was my absolute favorite back in the day, and I still wear it to this day all the time. I am always wearing that shade in my videos, but I really like that you get a lot of different textures here, and you're basically able to do a bunch of different types of looks using a really similar monochromatic color. I like that. I know a lot of people might not, but I think these are really cool, and if I could get my hands on either Velvet Teddy or Candy Yum Yum, I would be a happy girl. I just don't know how much these are going to be yet, and they are probably going to be a pretty penny because you're getting a lot of MAC products here, and MAC ain't cheap. This next one I am probably going to just annihilate and butcher, but Rituel de Fille, I'm so sorry, Rituel de Fille, for violating your name, has announced that they're coming out with the Alchemist Highlight Intensifier, and this is available now and it retails for $32. So they claim that this product is a transformative topper for your favorite luminous products. Radiant glistening cream enhances glow, adds a dewy finish, and creates mesmerizing iridescent glimmer. So I saw the swatches of this on Trendmood, and I was sold. I went ahead and purchased this the same day that I saw those swatches. I was like, yep, this must be mine. It was in my cart. I clicked purchase. I didn't even think twice about it. I basically just blacked out and bought it. But I haven't received it in the mail yet, so I can't really give you guys a verdict on if I like it or not, but I think that this product is going to be really good for me because, as many of you know, I don't wear foundation, and I'm always relying on liquid and creamy kind of highlights to be able to use as a base for my actual highlighter. and some of them work pretty well, some of them really don't, but this product is specifically made for that purpose. It's meant to go underneath your actual highlight to intensify it and to make it brighter and shinier and more glimmery and pretty. And I love that this is an iridescent kind of balm, and I definitely think that this is not going to be for everyone, because if you wear foundation, I could see this definitely disturbing your foundation. But because I don't have anything for my regular highlight to grasp and to stick onto, so this is definitely my kind of product. I have been using the Ciate Dewy Stick and the e.l.f. dupe for the Ciate Dewy Stick for years now, and although I like it, sometimes I feel like it could possibly be better. It's basically it's like a face gloss, and it's clear, it is balmy, it is a little sticky. I basically just take a tiny pea-sized amount and just tap it onto my high points, and I apply my actual highlighter over it, and it sticks pretty well. But this is specially formulated, according to them, to be able to enhance your highlighters. And I wanted to take a dive through Trendmood's comments, even though sometimes it can be a really strange and negative place. I wanted to see what people were saying and if they had heard of this brand before, because I never have, but so many people in the comments were saying, oh, I love this brand makes great quality things. Like, there was a bunch of people agreeing that they make good stuff, so I figured I would give them a chance. And yeah, I'm really excited to be getting this and trying it out, and I will make sure to include it in a video in case you guys have been interested in this, because it's definitely not a product for everyone, but I'm sure there are some of you out there that think it's beautiful and have some questions about it. So those were all of my new makeup releases for this week that were mainstream. Now we're going to transition on over into the indie releases. So Blush Tribe announced that they're coming out with this beautiful pastel palette called the Pastel Tribe. This is coming soon. We don't have a price yet, but I'm getting this. I love pastel eyeshadows, and Blush Tribe seems to be making pretty decent formulas as far as colorful shadows go. I've only tried 2 of their palettes, but I haven't been disappointed yet, and I've been waiting for them to come out with something like this. I don't know what it is, but I haven't really been super drawn towards a lot of their palettes, although they are colorful and beautiful and I like certain shades out of them. Other than the 2 that I haven't really found a palette by them that has made me want to just buy it based on all of the shades. There have been like a few here and there in each palette that I like, but I haven't just wanted to take the plunge because I don't just want to have shadows sitting around that I'm not going to use. But this is the first palette, other than the 2 that I own, which are the Just Blend It Quad and the Paulina palette. This is the first one that's really speaking to me. All of these shades are speaking to me. I love all of them. I will own all of them. This guy will be mine as soon as it comes out. So this next indie brand I've never actually heard of before, but they are called Pretty Weird Cosmetics. And they announced they're coming out with pressed highlighters, and one of these highlighters is called Stardust. I think they're coming out with a few of them, but this one in particular is a collaboration with someone named Cotton Candy Bones on Instagram. I checked out her Instagram. She is super cute. She has bright pink hair, and I love her makeup style, so she seems like she's got awesome taste. But Pretty Weird Cosmetics has teamed up with her, and they are coming out with this highlighter. This guy's coming soon. We don't have a price yet, but yeah, she will be mine as well. I do not need any more highlighters in my collection, but this looks absolutely stunning. This highlighter reminds me of a little pigment that I have from Smolder Cosmetics called Wild Orchid. And Wild Orchid is a loose pigment that has a white base to it that's pretty strong, to be honest. It kind of looks like a white cast when I wear it on my cheeks, but it has a gorgeous light pinky purple iridescent violet undertone that is just so present and so strong, and I love wearing this on the eyes. And this highlighter looks like it is exactly the same as my Wild Orchid little pigment, but I'm the kind of person where if I could choose between a pressed pan and a loose highlighter or a loose pigment, I'm always going to go for a pressed pan because I just think that they're so much easier to use, and I have a hard time using the Smolder Cosmetics little pigments. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm definitely doing something wrong when it comes to those. When I put them on my eyes and on my face, they don't look anything like how they do on the Instagram page. I don't know what they do to make those look so good, but I can't seem to get them to work. Nonetheless, I digress. That has nothing to do with this. But I've been looking for something that's similar, that's just a lot more user-friendly, and here she is. She's here. She's ready to rock and roll, and I am definitely going to be picking her up because she's beautiful. Cotton Candy Bones is smaller on Instagram, so I'm always down to support someone who is not a giant influencer, who is a smaller influencer on social media, because it's tough pickings out here for us. And I may have saved the best for last. Actually, I can't even say that. Indie makeup is always killing it, and as per usual, they are killing it again this week. But I am really excited about this last makeup release, and it is Makeup Geek, which is kind of surprising. Makeup Geek is rebranding their single Shadows. Now, as we all know what's up with Makeup Geek, okay? I don't think I need to sit here and explain it because If you're watching my video, you know what's up with Makeup Geek. You know what's been going on over the last year and, you know, Dramageddon or whatever everyone called it in summertime. Yeah, we all know about that. Bad memories are coming back to me. But yesterday, Marlena announced that she has come out with all new eyeshadows, all new formulas, all new colors, and she's going to be releasing these either in spring or in summer, and all of these shades have the cutest names. The colors are beautiful. She's got a lot of neutrals in there as per usual, because Marlena to me is more of a neutral girl, but she did put some really beautiful pops of colors. There's a lot of purple and berry tones. I am so excited to try these. I have been a big fan of Marlena actually. I know that it's kind of divided. Some people love her, some people hate her. I'm kind of on the side where I really like her. I think she's got an amazing personality. She's got like the most infectious laugh ever. I love her laugh, which sounds weird, but I really enjoy her energy. But she's been kind of a role model of mine for a really long time, and I'm really happy to see her doing something fresh and new, because after all that crap that went down this year, I don't know, Makeup Geek kind of got a bad rep and a bad name for themselves, if you will. So I'm really happy to see her, you know, taking positive steps in moving forward with her brand and not totally giving up on it, because for a while I was thinking that she was just gonna completely abandon the idea of even having a makeup brand or Makeup Geek in general. But nope, she has proved us all wrong, and she's coming out with new shadows and they all look beautiful and promising. So I am really happy for her. I can't wait to see where the rest of the rebrand goes. I hope that, you know, everything goes well for her. But these shadows look great and I can't wait to try them. Alright, those are all of the makeup releases that I have for this week. Yet again, indie makeup wins as far as, you know, high-end makeup, Sephora brand makeup versus indie makeup goes. Indie makeup always wins in my book. But please do let me know down in the comments, what are you going to be picking up for this week? Are you picking up any of the things that I am? Are you interested in any of the things that I'm not interested in? Let me know how you are feeling about the new makeup releases. But with that being said, I do hope that you consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed the video and you found it helpful, I would absolutely love it if you would give me a big old thumbs up and ring the notification bell if you would like to know when I am posting. But I hope that you are having an absolutely amazing and beautiful day wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye!